Now, the Essential Scales book is a book that I put out for any instrument. It does have a lot of guitar stuff, like in the back of the book. It does have all the frets and fingering for playing scales on the guitar. But any instrument can use this book, and it's really pretty unique book because what it does is it talks about each scale that you need to know. There's basically 22 scales that you need to know in music that are commonly used, and this book covers each one. And what it does is it goes through and tells you about the scale, how it's built, how it would be used, common chord progressions that you would find that you would apply that scale over. Talks about some ear training stuff, talking about the different ways that you might hear this scale in music, which is very important and something that most people don't talk about. So that will really start getting you thinking about the way you're hearing things. If you're a guitar player or piano player, it's great because it gives you all the possible voicings that can be derived from any scale, which is very cool. It doesn't give you all the different ways you could play it, but it gives you, okay, there's these 3 notes, and obviously you could play them in different octaves, but it's cool because then you could use those as comping things when you're playing in a more of a modal situation. And then it goes deeply into sequencing, showing you how to play all these scales in different sequences, modal sequences, which is very cool because it's, once you get into these more complicated scales, you kind of need a piece of paper that you can look at to play through some of these different sequences. And by playing through these sequences, you're really going to get to know those scales better. Something that I would highly recommend along with this book is to get the Jam Tracks Volume 1, because that's going to give you jam tracks to jam away with on all these different scales. So look for that on the Musique website. That would be a good addition with this book. So if you're looking to have a book that really is going to give you some serious information about scales, then this Essential Scales is really a place to start.